Something big is happening in Los Angeles right now, and the Lakers front office is making moves that could completely reshape the future of this franchise. There are new additions, plans still being worked behind the scenes, and decisions that could push this team back into serious championship contention. Around here, we don't just chase rumors, we break down the information, the details, and everything happening with the Lakers as quickly and clearly as possible. If you're all about purple and gold, make sure you're locked in, because you don't want to miss news that could change the direction of this team. And trust me, stick around because the first story is major, but what's coming later could catch even the most confident Lakers fans off guard. We've got a confirmed signing, comments that reveal what the front office is really thinking, and a potential move that hardly anybody saw coming. The Lakers have now officially filled all 15 spots on their main roster for next season. Reports in the United States say the team has signed forward Zaire Williams to a one-year contract worth roughly $3 million, which comes out to around 15 million reais. At first, this might seem like a simple depth signing, but there's an interesting connection here. Williams is reuniting with Bronny James. The two were teammates at Sierra Canyon High School in California, one of the country's most famous programs for producing NBA talent. That familiarity could help Williams settle into his new surroundings much faster. The former 10th overall pick in the 2021 NBA draft began his career with the Memphis Grizzlies. After spending 3 seasons there, he was traded to the Brooklyn Nets and played the last 2 years in Brooklyn. Last season ended up being the best year of his career. He averaged 10.2 points per game, topping his career average of 8.7. He's not viewed as an established star yet, but this is exactly the type of player teams like to bet on when they have a strong foundation around him. The Lakers clearly believe that's the case. Playing alongside Luka Doncic, LeBron James, Austin Reeves, and Walker Kessler could help Williams unlock another level in his game. But the roster work may not be finished just yet. Even after filling every available spot, the front office reportedly does not see this team as complete. According to ESPN, the Lakers are still pursuing a deal for Jonathan Kuminga. The move would likely require a sign-and-trade arrangement, and the Atlanta Hawks could end up serving as the third team needed to make it happen. Just because the Lakers have filled every roster spot doesn't mean their offseason is finished. Actually, it feels like the biggest move they make could still be ahead of them. And that brings us to Walker Kessler, because his arrival explains a lot about what this front office is trying to build. No addition changed the makeup of this roster more than Kessler. For years, Lakers fans have been asking for an elite rim protector, and now they finally have one. But getting him wasn't cheap at all. The Lakers handed him a 4-year, $130 million contract. They also sent 2 first-round picks to the Utah Jazz and included the rights to 2 future first-round pick swaps. That kind of investment sent a clear message, and Kessler said he understood it immediately. According to him, when a team invests that much in a player, it shows real belief in his potential, and that kind of trust makes him want to do everything possible for the organization. That comment probably fired up fans more than anything, because it showed just how committed he is. Kessler also talked about joining the Lakers and said the organization welcomed him from day one. He mentioned that the transition has gone smoothly and joked that the hardest part right now is learning everyone's names. During the interview, he was asked about going through restricted free agency. He admitted the process wasn't enjoyable, but he never looked at it negatively.
Kessler said business is business and that everything happens for a reason, adding that ending up in Los Angeles makes him believe this is exactly where he was supposed to be. There was also concern about his health. Last season, he appeared in only 5 games because of a left shoulder labrum injury. Some people wondered if it would take time for him to get back to form, but Kessler shut down those concerns himself. He said he feels better than ever, stronger, more mobile, and completely healthy. That's a huge relief for the coaching staff because there's already plenty of excitement about what he and Luka Doncic can do together in the pick and roll. But even with the roster nearly set, the question remains whether Rob Pelinka is still searching for another scorer. There's one player being talked about again because he brings something the current Lakers roster doesn't have much of. While Jonathan Kuminga continues to get most of the attention, another name starting to pick up momentum among NBA analysts is Bennedict Mathurin. One player who keeps coming up in NBA discussions is 24-year-old wing Bennedict Mathurin. What makes him so intriguing is a skill that not many players have at an elite level: getting to the basket and drawing fouls. Over the last 4 seasons, among nearly 200 players who logged at least 5,000 minutes, Mathurin ranks 13th in the NBA in free throw attempt frequency. If you narrow it down to guards and wings, he jumps all the way to 5th. The only players ahead of him are Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, James Harden, Deni Avdija, and Trae Young. Those numbers show just how much pressure he can put on a defense and how often he creates offense by attacking. When he's finishing at the rim, knocking down free throws and making shots, Mathurin looks like a guy who can carry a major scoring load and swing games by himself. The problem is that he hasn't been able to do it consistently. His shooting percentages throughout his career have been below average from around the basket, the mid-range area, and from deep. The playmaking numbers don't help his case either. There are plenty of nights where he ends up with more turnovers than assists, and his defense has been all over the place. That combination of obvious talent and inconsistent production has made it difficult to determine his true value around the league. It's also why the Indiana Pacers chose another path and traded Mathurin to the Los Angeles Clippers in the deal that brought Ivica Zubac to Indiana. According to reports in the United States, the Clippers are interested in keeping him and making him part of a long-term development project centered around young talent. Even with that, a lot of analysts think his game would fit perfectly next to Luka Doncic because of his physical style and his constant pressure on the rim. Now, the question is whether the Lakers eventually get involved or if Rob Pelinka stays focused on trying to land Jonathan Kuminga. We probably won't have to wait long to find out before the new season starts. The Lakers have already completed their roster. Walker Kessler is coming in healthy and motivated, and both Jonathan Kuminga and Benedict Mathurin continue to be names connected to possible moves behind the scenes. So now it's your turn. Do you think this Lakers team is already built to compete for a championship, or does Rob Pelinka still need to pull off one more big move? Drop your thoughts in the comments because I want to know where Lakers fans stand on this. And if you want all the latest updates and behind-the-scenes stories coming out of Los Angeles, make sure you like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications. I'll catch you in the next one.